Hello, everybody. Sorry, I was petting a doggo. How you doing? How you doing? ¿Puedes moverte un cachito que se no te haga daño? Un poquito más. Okay. Oh. Hello, everybody. How you doing? Hello, Quindlina. Hello, Nikesi. Greetings, everyone. Here's the mini for today. We're painting a sexy dude. It's gonna be fun to work on this guy, I think. It's gonna be a fun little paint job. Hello, Trash. Hello, Gary. Hello, I. For those of you who don't watch my stream, I've been working on this guy today. Got the shield closer to finished. Cleaned up the shadows and the casted lights and the bounce BBDs and the BBDs. So we did a lot of work. I'm so tired. I haven't finished the dwarf tomb, but it was getting a bit too much work for what it needs to be honest. Yeah, it ended up ending Gandalfed. Hello, Joe. All right, so I started with a white primer just for poops and laughs. So that's pretty much where we are. We're gonna give this guy a nice dark skin tone. So I'm gonna start by blocking out the areas where I feel like light would be more direct, and then from there we can figure it out. We can figure it out from there. So definitely we're gonna have light on the shoulders. I can maybe zoom in a bit. Okay. Jennifer is back. Give me 2 minutes. Damn it. Sorry, I'm back. Sorry. I apologize. We're back. Sì, io le ho dato lezione. Alright, so let's get to work on this sexy boy. I primed him white because otherwise if I had primed it black and then painted a black skin tone on top, it would have been a bit difficult for you to see what the hell I was doing for a very long time. So instead, with this, we should be able to see the progress a bit better. Okay. He looks so small. He is very small. I mean, compared to the minis I've been painting lately, it's minuscule. But you know, it's good to be painting something nice and easy for a change. After all of these paint jobs that I've been doing that are like super high stake paint jobs. Something a bit more relaxed. Hello, Zach. Yeah, it's on 20 mils, no? Color doesn't have the greatest coverage ever, but we'll make it work. Okay. All right. So I have a very rough sketch, but it should give us a point to start from. Is 34 mils. Okay. From here, we can start sketching some shadows. ¿Qué tal ha ido el de amor? ¿Qué tal ha ido el de? Vale. Ah. Okay, so we can make the color a much darker and also a bit redder for the shadow, at least to start with. But yeah, dark skins have, of course, very dark shadows. This is gonna be a nice color to use because it's gonna split the model in two, giving us actually something to work off volumetrically. When you're working on a mini and you just have like, especially with a white base coat, it looks so ugly when you start the first. Like, I don't like base coating in white for this reason, because the mini looks incredibly ugly in the first stages. So it's kind of difficult to feel like you're doing the right thing, but if you push through it, you should be able to feel like it's working. I prefer black as a primer. Where are you from? I'm from Italy. I'm Italian. Also, I'm not Reaper exactly. I work for Reaper every Wednesday, but I'm a freelance painter myself. Reaper has many painters working for them. Okay. With just a few sketches, the model is more or less starting to get, you know, somewhere. I don't worry, Noramora. Don't worry about it. If you have any questions, though, feel free to ask. But yeah, I can show you something that I've been working on as a own project. It's very like first off, to find this mini, I had to trudge through 455 dwarves because my I have a drawer full of Reaper minis and they're all freaking dwarves. So that was fun. But then I found this guy. I was like, oh yeah, let's do this, dude. He looks sexy. Okay, so just base coating the shadows. Hello, Neuro. How you doing? He does, Miller. He does. Hello, Gimli. Like, no, please, enough with the dwarves. Like, I'm serious. I don't know where to put them. If I get a single more dwarf, I'm just gonna throw it away. Okay. want to get the hell out of this color as fast as I can because I like the color a lot, but I hate its coverage. Although, to be fair, having such low coverage makes better for blending. No, because I was actually waiting for John to tell me if we had an agreement on that, but then Trash told me that he got engaged, so I think he's busy with other things. So I will message him after the stream and ask him if I can send him a list. Okay. Hello, Metal. Don't steal my hello, Quindlina, dude. Only I can call her Quindly. So the model is looking currently like a steaming pile of shit. You know, not even the ones that you can easily grab with a bag. No, it's one of those disgusting watery kind of poop. I'm not the owner of the place. I know she is the owner, right? Right. Yes, she is. But fret not, because I think I got this. Stay a while and listen, and you will see that we can make this guy look amazing. I mean, as amazing as I can make a 30mm mini. So I want the cloth to be a tealish color. I like teal as a complement to, well, actually cyan as a complement to dark skins because it looks very nice, because dark skins have a lot of orange in them, and teal cyan is kind of the opposite of it. So you get a lot of heavy contrast happening and looks pretty nice. I threw my notebook into the bag and slipping on a tasty US bourbon. Oh, that's nice. You're brushing rather aggressively. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just tired. Just tired. It's been a long day and I have a lot of work to do and a bit tired, and like it's a mix between being tired and being a little bit overwhelmed by all the work that is waiting for me tomorrow. You know, like One of those days where you're kind of afraid of going to sleep because you know that the next day is a really heavy one. It's kind of like that. Okay, so as this color gets darker, it can actually go blacker and also bluer. That's too much black and blue, but it's fine. Okay. I would like to know why none of my paints has coverage, but it's a mystery for another day. One of those days, you king. You have to start and worry after. Yeah. You're right. Yeah, at least Friday we can maybe finish the paladin guy. That would be nice. If we could get that dude done. Wow, like, dude, the coverage is like awful. I guess serves me right for using a white primer. What you should do now is take a step back and watch all you've done this year. I'd say it's pretty impressive. Impressive enough to move forward lighthearted. Yeah, but like, you know, there's always the worry of the future. And like, it's difficult for me to take a breath and be like, oh yes, it's good. There's always something happening that needs to be fixed. But it's alright, it's just like... Also, to be fair, December in general, I'm always in a bad mood. Or at least more nervous. So... gonna pass. Now, I would really like this paint to freaking cover, because it should, but whatever. Okay. Yeah, my blue had been sitting too long on the palette and gone bad. But it's also true that the white primer, man, is making it so much harder to paint. What a weird thing. Hello, regular. Hello, Sammy. How you doing? All right. We can easily blend these colors in. I don't know. I actually don't know if I want a texture on the cloth or not. Let's make a texture. Like a simple one, not too serious of a texture, but a small texture. So with this guy, what I want to do, because again, Reaper streams are great for me to try things out, I want to limit my light quite a lot more than I usually do. So I want to try to focus the light a lot and play around with a more theatrical lighting. Now, of course, with all of this white in the way, it gets a bit difficult to see what I'm talking about, but yeah, man, white primer is the worst. Like, I don't know why I use it. Just giving it a random color to get rid of the primer. Hey, welcome to my Patreon. Better to go with a gray primer. Yeah, I have to gift it to a gray primer, yeah, or maybe it's Zenithal, I don't know. Like, whenever I use pure white primer, something happens with it that makes me hate my experience on this planet. Like, even the black doesn't seem to be covering well, like, over a white. I don't know, maybe I have to heat my primer. Maybe it's too cold when I use it, so it doesn't work and I have to heat it up. Any advice on mixing colors for a second time? For instance, next day after original mix is not dry enough? Well, remembering what colors you used can help. Some people tend to have a little booklet in which they write their recipes. Another way, which is the one I use, is just simply experience, in the sense that I can pick any color and mix it if I want. And the reason is because I understand how color works on a slightly more intimate level, you know? I don't want to sell out or try to use this stream to sell my stuff, but on my Patreon, I do actually have a video explaining how to mix any color. And that's kind of the mindset I use when I paint to mix a color. Now, you don't have to join, of course, I just mentioned it because that explains it. I would explain it to you right now, but it takes a little while to explain, and I can't. I use Chaos Black from Games Workshop Plaza. Yeah, that makes sense, Metal. Oh, I'm glad you found it useful. Also, like, anything that you leave white is so aggressive on the eyes. I freaking hate it. I mean, white is fine, but it forces you to... It forces you to mix everything. To paint everything. Because otherwise... Otherwise, you basically cannot paint. It's too bright of a value and it really bangs against your eyes for attention. So it really makes your painting look poop. Despite maybe not being a poop. When you blend just a little, like, the darker blue from the bottom of the cloak here, it always feels like my second mix is a little off. Well, that means that you need to look at it and try to understand what it is that you need to do to make it right. For example, if I have, I don't know, if I have this teal and I want to blend it with this blue, and I want to blend this blue, I will mix the two together to make an in-between color. Now, I'm purposefully making the wrong color to show you. If I place this color between them, I can see that the color is blending okay with the blue, so it is helping the blue become more similar to the teal, but it's creating a hard line against the teal. So that means that I'm gonna have to add more teal to the mix to get that transition softened. All the way into basically pure teal to clean up the final transition. And the same with the blue. I can just go back to the blue and clean that up. See? Of course, like, the more you work it, the better it looks. But it's about perception, right? You look at it and you make a call. Depending on what's happening on the model, you're gonna have to make a call on how to fix it. And if you hang out long enough today, you will see me do it a lot. Okay, I have no idea what to do with the arm, so I'm just gonna wash it here in black. Till it doesn't annoy me anymore. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely way too lazy of a painter to use white primer. So, now I'm gonna take a break and smoke a cigarette, and then you're gonna see why they pay me the big bucks. This is the wrong button. Okay. Because at the moment, the model is looking very simple. It's just a couple of colors. So it lacks three-dimensionality, because to be able to create three-dimensionality, you need to have at least 3 values. Value is a way, an artsy way, to say levels of brightness. So imagine white is the brightest value. Black is the darkest value. All of the grays you can mix in between from one to the other, they're also values. Usually the value scale in our art is used as a 10 value scale. Of course, the actual values that exist in real life are billions. But in art, we tend to simplify everything as much as possible, because otherwise it gets overwhelming. And we work with a 10 value scale. So to make something look 3D, you need to have at least 3 distinct values present on it, even after the blending. Which is important to know, because when you blend, you tend to lose contrast. That's why my way of painting is sketch-based. Which means I don't clean the model. I don't paint clean, especially in the first stage. And for me, it's all about blocking the colors on. Like even something that is really well painted, I would say, from me, it is still a sketch-based paint job. If you watched me paint this guy, you know that every time I started a detail, I would block in colors and make sure that I got those colors to have enough contrast, and then maybe I would blend if I felt like it. But many things aren't even blended on this guy. It's just a choice that I made. So that means that on this dude, we're gonna be working on that. We're gonna be turning the skin from being like a very weak brown into an actual black skin tone. And I'm gonna leave the shadow as they are for a little while because I want to reflect some of the colors from the blues and stuff into the shadows of the skin. That's why I am collecting the light a little bit more than I usually do. For example, normally I would have painted the sides of the chest also in a mid-tone, and maybe I will end up doing it anyway, a little bit. But for now, I'm leaving it dark. So what we're gonna look for, first off, is more shadows in the midtones, because not everything can be this flat. There are muscles here that I have to interpret. And after that, we can push the light. If you guys have any questions, this is a great moment to ask them, because I am just having a cigarette, so I can't paint. I'm just chilling, smoking. So any question? What is MG? I need a dad joke. He was here a couple of days ago. Dark skin tone lady on Patreon when? The world needs it. I actually have a pretty nice sculpt that Joe made me, printed me, of Jasmine from Aladdin, sitting on a leather chair with her feet hanging off the side. That mini is actually really good, and that would be cool to paint. Yeah, when I saw that model, I was like, I need this model, man. We want to see it. I don't know what it is. The problem is that it's huge. The only problem with this mini is that it's massive. Like, this is the chair, dude. Like, I have to zoom out quite a bit to show you that this is the chair. So, like, painting it for Patreon would be a bit of a problem. Oh, yeah, let's see. Do we have a lag in here? Yeah, let's see. This is what I live for. Oh yeah, it's also like safe for work, which means you don't get to have any issues with it. But yeah, basically she be chilling. She be chilling with the lamp in one hand. It's actually a really cool mini that I've been wanting to paint for a very long time. So maybe I should paint it. The face is really good too. The face is really good. Very, natural volumes. She also has a little sexy smile going on. So yeah, I should probably paint it. but my only fear for that model is the time that I would need to paint it. Do you paint for any competition? Yes and no, in a sense that I have competed with my painting and I have won awards with it, but I have always competed using my commissions. So, for example, this guy is a commission, and I mean, I could probably compete with him. It's likely I would win something with this model, but it's not like I am working on it to win a competition with it. I've never really gone like full-on competition mode. Mostly because I don't want to spend like 150 hours on a paint job. Simply no. I am a very, very, very fast painter, and I like it that way. I don't like slowing down too much. All right, so we're back, and let's give this guy some shadows. So you will see that my process is all about base coating. So it's not like I am layering or glazing or doing any of that stuff. I am just straight up just putting the color there. Because my way of thinking is that if you are good enough and you know exactly what color you need to put where, you don't actually need to thin your paints. Which is kind of like an oil painter mentality, you know? Like oil painters paint like that. Hello, Asgard. Yeah, no, I mean that that lady there on the chair, she would be like my new throne lady in a way. In terms of like, you know, amount of care I put into her, if you know what I mean. But that's the issue, like I don't know if I can pull it off for Patreon. Like, I would love to paint her on stream, but I have so many freaking commissions that I have to do that if I stop and do another mini for myself, people are gonna hire assassins to kill me. So, you know, it's a bit of a complex moment. I have too many commissions. I should... like, I'm probably gonna close my commissions at this point. Because I have too many in queue, and... not enough time to do my own stuff that I would like to do. Because I reckon, I don't know, we'll see how it goes with these box arts and stuff, but like, if I can sell these minis... I just wish I had like collectors. I just wish I had collectors. If I had like a dedicated group of collectors that buy my stuff, I would be able to paint whatever I like and only what I like. Of course, the better the anatomy is in the sculpt, the better the skin tone will look. We're doing a simple 30 mil mini. So we're not gonna make it photorealistic. Not now, nor ever. But it's gonna look pretty good, I think. Yeah, no, just we're painting Spider-Man today. Yeah, I know, Metal, I know. But like, you know, just the legs are enough to awaken me, even if I am not. If I start painting her, I will be awoken. Okay, so more or less we got our key light blocked in, so we can look for actual light. And I do want my light to be fairly saturated, so even though I am pushing into with a bit of white, I am still re-adding the mid-tone colors to the mix to saturate it. Okay, so now this is the easy part, really. Back to sketching. And you will see that even though, again, I'm applying the paint with just blocks, the model is gonna go from being a poopy paint job to being a really good one without even blending. I keep thinking this is Marvel Vision. So the primer is fucking... So it's the white primer that is giving me the issue. Like of the color drying gray. It's the primer. Okay, I need to throw this primer into the freaking garbage, man. Never again will I use a white primer. Mark my words. No, man, I'm just gonna fucking throw it in the garbage. Like, I reckon that's gonna be the best option. Just throw it in the freaking garbage. But it's already looking like a person. Hard to think that back in the day, white primer was a sign of an elite painter. Hard to think. I will never find it, never. I used gray for a while and recently switched to black since I've learned to use contrast better. Thanks to you, by the way. You're welcome. You're welcome. But yeah, it's looking like a person. Now, if I zoom in, it still looks like almighty shit, but at least it's almighty shit that has some sense. Now, we'll blend as best as I can, considering the size of the mini. And we'll see how it happens. No, I don't do any zenithal. I just prime black and go. Oh, nice Neuro. Do have fun with it. Sucks that I have to fight so bad with the primer, but you see we're getting closer to something nice, despite the primer. Despite the primer, which is really pissing me off, but whatever. And going from the big paladin guy to this dude, in terms of size, it's a bit of a shock, eh? But I think I'm doing well. Okay. I don't know. Put it on the ground as a dead marine or something. I am putting so much effort on this guy for no reason. It's like fuck, I'm gonna I don't know. Like so much effort for no reason on this Angel. Whatever. I guess I like the mini. Like hyper focused. It does happen a lot. Yeah, because like again, it's the fact that they don't mean anything in terms of my work. Like it's not like a client is waiting for the mini or anything. Just allows me to just hobby, you know? I guess the reason why I like these Reaper streams for me is because I am legit hobbying doing these streams. Like, it's not about proving anything, it's just about having fun for me. And that's something I really enjoy. Beep, 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 beep. Now, if only the paint left the brush, that would be fantastic. I have ink in it. I swear to God, I forgot about giving them to you because I was planning to. I just forgot. I would have given them to you, no problem. Now, black people tend to have a bit of a flatter nose, which means we're not gonna actually have that much contrast on the side of the face. Okay. Okay, considering the face is smaller than the tip of my brush, I'm pretty happy with it. Need to clean up the light at the top on the wrinkles, but we're good. Have a bottle of 9 parts of distilled water, 1 part of flow improver to type for this type of issues. I don't know, distilled water, I don't know, I haven't used it enough to be able to tell you whether or not it does make a difference. Okay. Gonna take a puff of cigarette off camera. Don't worry about the smoke. I'm Alf Dragon. Okay, so next up, I want to work on the cloak a little bit. Okay, that gives me a good light. And now I want to do something cool, which is the whole reason why I picked this mini, which is reflect decay. My fetish lately is shadows. I couldn't care less about lights anymore because they are so predictable that they are almost boring to paint. So what I really enjoy painting is shadows. That's pretty nice. Man, it's almost like I'm actually a good painter. Pulling off some impressive shit on a very small mini. Almost. Not quite. But almost a good painter. I mean, I am painting it quickly. I'm not taking my time really to do all of the things that I could be doing on it. But I'm still trying to, do a BBD paint job. I have a standard to adhere to. I'd like to see you paint a through in 25 mil. I painted a bunch in the past. I painted 22 mils as well in the past. Oh, that would be so amazing, Neuro. Holy dude, I need to do it. I need to find somebody to scout me and Neuro. Okay, you pay for the scout and I give you the paint job. I do know a couple. No, if you're serious, I will ask around, man. think I'm actually doing a really good job on this guy. By the way. I'm enjoying this, dude. I want to do the ground to be able to do this ward next. So what color should we do the ground? I did it in like a cold red, but I don't know, maybe it should be like an orange. Maybe not that saturated of an orange though. Yeah, let's kill some saturation out of it. Let's take some of it. Let's use yeah, Marcialo, fuck it. Yeah, I mean, Marcialo is an ochre. Make it a bit colder. In Tunisia, there are salt flatlands that look desaturated magenta. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. That's more of a. It's more of a very grayed out orange, but it's still very cool. Yes, Lumix. It's to keep it pointy. Yes, exactly. I add a bit of DNA to all minis I paint. Sometimes not just with spit. Does it look like this blade is reflecting the sky and the desert to you? Yeah, I'm trying to work on it a little bit. Could be like this. The Horizon 9. But when the Sahara sand flies over Europe, everything becomes a little bit more red. Maybe reflect that in the sky as well. Uh, are you eating paint? Yes. It gives me strength to continue my journey. So do we like it? I think it's pretty cool, no? No? Just not to do like the usual non-metallic. It doesn't make me sick because I'm not actually eating it. I'm putting the brush in my mouth just to shape the tip, not to lick paint off of it. Yeah, it's alright. I sell them. I'm a commission painter. I don't really play games. I just paint minis for customers. Here's on this stream, I paint Reaper miniatures most of the time, which are minis that people will use for D&D. I'm actually not under commission, in a sense that when I'm done with this mini, I will have no use for it because nobody has bought it from me. The work I usually do is on minis from all brands, like this guy that I'm working on, and these have a client, and I work on commission. Thank you. Okay. I like this guy. So, my friends, I'll be seeing you next week on this stream. As we finish this dude, of course. It's not gonna take me much longer to get him done. And if you want to, you can join me on my own stream Friday when I'll be hopefully finishing this guy. hopefully. Or you can, if you want to learn from me, you can join my Patreon, where I teach miniature painting in depth. I've been doing it for 5 years, and I got into this because I couldn't find a job, and I kind of randomly stumbled upon miniatures, and I decided to try to make it into a job, because otherwise I was not gonna find one. And here I am 5 years later, painting puppets. So my dudes, I'll be seeing you later. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I love you. You all have a fantastic evening, and yeah. Hello, last girl. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.